I took a scoop of beans, put it in my mouth, and there was a damn octopus in it. And I spit it out.
Full thing. All the little tentacles.
I took a picture so Sean could see. You know what? That restaurant isn't open anymore. Hey, welcome to Smart AF. I'm your host, Torie Mathis. We have got a great show for you today, so let's get started. Sean and I go to this Mexican restaurant for lunch all the time. And it's not really in an area that's like super heavily populated. It's kind of off to the side of town. And what is super crazy is that this restaurant is busy every single day.
All day long.
Every day at lunch, like packed, like completely, like you're waiting to get in there. And then we go like have late lunches sometimes at like 3:30 or something. Still a shit ton of people in there. We went one time and I thought it was just, maybe it's because they have like great lunch specials. And so I thought it was just a lunch thing. It's a small little like in a strip mall. So it's a strip mall Mexican restaurant.
It's not even a standalone like fancy Mexican restaurant.
I wouldn't call it hole in the wall either. It's not like, you know, there's like these hole in the wall ones that have something like, it is just a Mexican restaurant. So we went there for dinner one time. There was a line out the door. Like, we didn't even wait. We're like, what the heck? How is this thing for dinner packed as well? And it is not like it's one of the only Mexican food restaurants. There are Mexican restaurants all over the place. Authentic ones, Tex-Mexy ones.
One's way closer to us than that one is.
And we drive to this one. And it's always busy. It is the craziest thing.
And it's good, but it's not the best we've ever had.
Nope. But there's got to be something, some reason that this restaurant is consistently super busy.
Yeah. I think their business model is volume. Like, we can order our food. And sometimes it feels like in 2 minutes, we've got our food.
But it doesn't feel like thrown together. It doesn't feel like it's always good. However, it is always like super consistent. Because we've talked about that. Like, that's why people like going to fast food. Anywhere you are in the country, anywhere you are in the world sometimes, you can go to fast food and it's the same thing. So you're not going to go in there and blow, $20 eating and it's not going to taste good. Like, you know what you're getting. So I think that could be part of it. Like, you know what you're getting when you go in there. It's cheap Mexican.
It is cheap.
And it's funny, I was telling Riley like a couple weeks ago, I was like, Riley, you want to go have cheap Mexican? He's like, why would I want to eat cheap food? I'm like, oh, no. This is different. It doesn't cost that much. And they have these fantastic lunch specials. And they have them all day. Remember when I had you try to figure out, I'm like, I don't want to go if it's not a lunch special. I want the lunch special price. And as it turns out, this place, all day lunch specials. No matter what time, on the weekends, all the time you can get their lunch special.
And I mean, they're lunch specials. They're not like lunch special and it's still $8.99. The two of us can eat beef completely full. It's really quick with a 20%, 25% tip, and it's $12.
It's good food. Like, it's fresh. It's so consistency, speed, lunch specials. So something that is, desirable for somebody.
I think
any time of the day.
It is what it is too. I mean, it's rice and beans and some tortilla and cheese in some cases where
we have been to other ones and it's just like,
I get the fancier dishes, but like when Riley orders a cheese quesadilla with some rice and beans, and there's been places where like that is a $9 meal for some beans, rice, and cheese and tortilla. Like it's ridiculous. Where I think this place it's almost like they call it what it is. Like, they have more expensive dishes because they're more complex. There's more to it. But I don't know. It almost feels like they're not nickel and diming for the stuff that really, like, I'm sure they've got these gigantic cans of beans and the rice is made in this gigantic
no
bulk.
way. That's not a can. They are making those beans. I don't think that's canned beans.
Whatever. Like, they're making a ton of it, right?
Right.
And they're not like, well, this cup of beans is gold. It's...
Okay, but we went to the one over by Publix, and that one got really great reviews. It was $12 at lunch special price per person.
That's because they have octopus in it.
Not that one. Oh. That was gross. Oh my gosh, you guys. There was this one that we had never been to. We had been to the Chinese food restaurant right next to it, but there was this Mexican food restaurant, and I love a good shredded chicken. And so I wanted chicken tacos after going to the gym. And so this one time I went by myself. And so I stopped by this place. I'm like, I'm going to try their chicken tacos. Chicken after the gym, right? That sounds good. I went and I ate, just chilling by myself, having my chicken tacos. I took a scoop of beans, put it in my mouth, and there was a damn octopus in it. And I spit it out.
Full thing. All the little tentacles.
I took a picture so Sean could see. You know what? That restaurant isn't open anymore.
Not because of you.
It could have been. I don't know. I complained, though. I said, there's octopus in my beans. And they're like, oh, they must have been making this seafood soup. You put octopus in my beans. And then they tried to make me pay for my food. I couldn't eat it after that. Like, I don't get grossed out easily, but having a mouthful of octopus when you think you're eating refried beans is no bueno.
So gross.
So gross. Yes. So their customer service on that was not great. No, that was, I didn't leave them a bad review after that too. I took some pictures of the stuff and I was pissed when I left because how they handled it and everything, it really was not professional.
See, you get that, like, it can happen somehow if they've got loose octopus in the back.
Make it better, though. Exactly.
Like, how they handle it, like, right out the gate, like, that is, for anybody that runs a restaurant, that should be an immediate, you're obviously not paying for that.
You're not paying for anything. No, we're so sorry. Please come back.
Right, and what that's doing is ensuring that they give you another opportunity to make things right. They'll come back and try again and pay for that meal. We're guarantee that, how they handled that, like, you'd never go back, even if they were still open.
No, I'm driving across town to my cheap Mexican food restaurant that I know is going to treat me right every time.
Right.
Consistent. No octopus in the beans. We went to another one that got really great reviews. It was a little bit further away. We took Riley. They had a really cute outdoor. We actually sat on the little couches in their little outdoor area.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They got such good reviews. And I'm like, I love a good Mexican restaurant. We drove all the way down there. Like, everything was good. Everything was good. Then some of the stuff on the menu was like, Sean had a hard time. Sean's not very adventurous. Had a hard time finding stuff that was like, can I just get some enchiladas? Like, it was all very like putting some weird shit together. And then they bring it out. Like, Riley's was weird, had weird stuff. And then they put like radishes and like cucumbers and cabbage on everything. Like, I don't know. They were trying to get too fancy. Like, it's Mexican food. Just
that one
make
didn't
good
even
Mexican
have like
food.
free chips, did it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, it was trying to be something else. Like, it portrayed as a Mexican restaurant. I don't think there was a Mexican working in there. I don't want your white people Mexican food. Like, I want authentic Mexican food. I'm from California. Like, everywhere we've gone, we're like, where's the real Mexican food? Like, I don't want any of this fake Mexican.
Well, that's just like, if they want to have some fancy version of the restaurant, fine. But don't portray yourself as, the authentic Mexican restaurant in this case, and then not be that. All you're doing is setting yourself up for all kinds of issues and complaints. I mean, Mexican is Mexican. They get just good, simple food, and that's what I want.
Well, it's kind of like pizza, too. Like, you don't really have to go really crazy. Really, you know what? Any business, people try to make things overly complicated. Simplify. Be good at what you're good at.
We've been to the pizza place, and they're like, nope, not gonna let you change a damn thing on the toppings.
Oh, see, those are the egotistical chefs.
Seriously?
Yeah, they don't want to change anything because they know what's right and what tastes great.
I don't want your tomatoes on my white pizza.
They know the flavor palettes, Sean. They know all.
Maybe I'm not a chef, so it doesn't really relate to me.
We talked about this, though. Like, I used to be that. I would argue with clients. Not argue. Like, that's kind of probably a strong thing. But, like, if I felt something was right and they tried to change it, I'm like, look, you hired me to do this. Like, stop trying to ugly this up. Stop trying to redesign. And you know what? I let them put white sauce on their, tomato pizza. I don't care anymore. If they want it like that. Like, if it's going to make a huge difference, I will definitely let them know. But I try not to be the egotistical designer anymore that knows everything. And you know what? You want to ugly it all up? As long as it still has the same marketing message and, like, you're not making it that it's not going to be effective. However, right?
Just make the logo bigger and bigger and bigger.
I had somebody this week ask for a logo bigger. Can you make my logo like 20% bigger on there? Sure, you want me to highlight everything in yellow too?
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. Clients always do that. They always want their logo bigger. I'm going to tell you guys a secret about, like, getting people to buy your stuff. They don't give a shit about your logo. They want to know what problem you are solving for them. That's what they care about. Make that bigger and make your logo smaller. They don't care about your logo. That's right. A Mexican restaurant. I don't even know what their logo is. All I know is fantastic food and good lunch specials.
I don't know what their logo is either.
Because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
You're getting me in there. You're totally consistent. I am full for less than $15.
They got a menu that lets me know how they can make me no longer hungry.
Yep. And it's a pleasant time. They're very nice. They refill my water. That makes me very happy. You don't have to overcomplicate stuff.
Not at all.
That's the key.
The refilling the waters, like that. I think that's a big part of their consistency too. Is like it's always the same. We order the food, it comes out super quick.
There's no octopus in the beans.
We get chips right away, and they keep us hydrated. Like, done. When we're done, we leave, and everything's good. We know we can go back, and it's going to be the exact same thing again.
That consistency is so important. It really is. For everything. Really, really is. So if you like this episode, please subscribe to the show. Let us know what you think and share this with somebody that you think might like it. And we'll see you on the next show.
Bye.
If you want to get smart tools to build your business, go to besmartaf.com.